calling, it whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sort of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
That advantage to your role, though the journey takes its toll. We shall stay hardy, friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we will roll. That advantage.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and start now, okay?
Yippee!
Yippee! Like my famous saying, yippee.
Yeah.
Okay, so real fast, I want everyone to roll me a d20.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, already? Just a plain Jane?
It's just to see if your character survived. I'm just playing.
Love that.
Could you
Love that
imagine?
journey for us. Could you? Yes, I could.
Could you imagine? That would be
crazy.
This is the crazy.
Well,
thing.
I accidentally rolled 2 d20s, but you can
Wait, how
take
did you get a
the
29 on a
10.
d20?
How'd you get 29?
We did 2 d20s.
I hit the
okay,
dice, but it didn't work.
just do one.
You have to hit roll on the far left.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we are.
Yeah, I was really confused.
There we
too.
go.
Thanks. Oh, I got an 18.
Wow.
You guys like my pink fuzzy dice for
Abby?
Himeros?
So cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
Sorry, I was
Abby?
making sure I could actually get on this without a... Okay, wait. Do I just hit enter? How does this work? No.
Roll.
Well, how do I roll it?
So you
At the
click-
very bottom
and then
of
at
the
the
game log.
Oh, it's on the other side. I understand.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey,
I don't know.
20. Okay, so we can do
Wow.
one of two things. So it's either going to be Abby or Bear. So I'm going to either the highest or the lowest roll. One of y'all is going to do the recap, okay? Y'all can discuss amongst yourselves who you want it to be.
I feel like it should be a punishment, so it should be the lowest.
All right.
It's a punishment to relive our experiences together as a group?
No, it's a punishment
I
to the adults
feel like
to remember.
after what happened, yeah, kinda.
I had the most traumatic one. I mean,
All right. Well, okay, Bear. Then, if you would mind, please.
We could also help each other out.
That's
Start
not the
us off.
rules. That's not
Oh my
the rules.
god.
You're going off script, sweetie.
What script?
Don't do that, hun.
Okay, everyone shut up and listen to Bear.
so I don't remember. Oh, okay, I do. So we started off in Edgewood Naval Base. We all kind of were coming from different places. All kind of met up. We're all different.
We are
We're
all
all special in our own way.
we're all
And we went into the tavern after meeting up with the admiral guy, the lizard guy. I think he's green.
He is green.
So yeah, and we went into the tavern and
Bartender was a
stuff. We got
cunt.
whiskey. Yeah.
Mary.
And I off the counter with my tail.
love that.
And then I
Very
know.
brave.
And then right. And we got into a fight with some people after the tea shop. I don't remember what happened between the tea shop. Oh no, I do. I do remember. We went back to God's ship to hang out for a little bit, and then
Y'all had some traditional Chin Yuan food.
yes, and then some ships came to attack, and then we went back inland a little bit, and we got into a combat with a bunch of shady people who Himeros knows, but none of the rest of us know, other than they're bad. And then we got sent on a boat and told to go, and got caught in a tsunami, And then Marvas had the most traumatic experience of his life and made effect.
The most traumatic and cinematic.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings wishes.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No, that was great. That was great. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what happened.
Good recap.
Yeah, that was good. I'll give you an inspiration, a DM inspiration for having to go through all that. So
Trauma.
basically, what that means.
inspires you.
Basically, what that means is, whenever you want, if another character makes you mad, you can just kill their character automatically. So.
God, Get out.
Yeah. Okay. No. So that's good.
You're not gonna actually explain what it does.
Oh well. Okay. I thought everyone actually knew, and I was just being shitty. A DM advantage just means you can re-roll something. So if you don't like something, or if you if you fail something and you want to not fail it, you can use your DM inspiration to re-roll. So basically, you have a free reroll. You're welcome.
Wow, the savagery is hot tonight.
Thank you to our
my
Lord and
God.
Savior, DM Brendan.
All right, everyone, shut.
We should never given them the power to the DM.
I know, right? Okay, so it's actually appropriate that Marvas was the one that gave the recap because we're going to start off with Marvas here. When the ship went under, it was almost like in the blink of an eye. You are on this shoreline. It's still kind of dark. It looks like when you look up into the sky, it looks like very similar to kind of how it did in Edgewood and the rest of the Chattering Isles, like kind of overcasty and cloudy. But it looks like the sea is like slowing down, being still, like the sea's calling has subsided. But you notice that below you is like a perfect circle of just like dry land where everything else is just very wet, and you are perfectly dry. You look and you do see your friendos. Your acquaintances, I guess. And they are kind of scattered about the beach, but they are also all saved. So it looks like this person, Ophelia, did protect you like she said she would. And you do feel like inside yourself that
Nice.
you're stronger than you were before. That she did go on her word, that she saved you and she would protect you. And with that, you get a permanent +2 to your Constitution, which I did already apply to you.
Oh, damn.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
well,
Holy shit.
I'm gonna be honest. Everyone rolled really well for their character stats, except for our little Marvas here. So I wanted to give them something anyways, and this was a perfect opportunity. So, but you do feel a lot stronger. And like I said, you can roll a perception check for me. That would be nice. Kind of see where you're at in your surroundings.
You're like all conked out on the beach.
Yes, like you're all kind of like scattered about. We'll get there in a second. All right, 10. Okay, so that's pretty solid. It's not very hidden. So up, you see like a cliffside. Like you're on the beach and you see up a cliffside. There's just sort of like a stone structure that looks like a chapel or a church up on the edge of the cliffside. And like I said, you do see your friendos on what is the wreckage of the ship. But again, you're completely dry. They look like they are like been like sewer rats, like just like dipped in water.
Are we all conscious and like aware?
Y'all are not, no.
Well, crap.
So with that, I'm going to move the maps over. And this is where we're at.
Oh my.
So yeah, like you're kind of on these like stone rocks and such, and then like I said, there's pieces of the ship that are everywhere. But everything you saw, like the beach and everything, is like going up into the cliffs. So Marvas, I'm gonna leave it to you.
Okay, so who's closest to me?
The closest to you would be June and Mads.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to June and I didn't need to do that. And just kind of like gently nudge her and see if she's conscious.
Drag mads. Okay, I mean, June, you would wake up. You feel exhausted and tired, but you do wake up, and you are soaking wet. I know that's right.
Hey.
This reminds me of that one druid elective I took at the institute where they were trying to teach me how to shape water, but I couldn't do it, and they just kept splashing me with water. Is everybody else okay? And she's gonna start like looking around.
Yep. We can expedite this and say that y'all kind of check on everyone.
Like,
so everyone
over at Himeros.
Yeah, so everyone's kind of waking up, getting up. Everyone's completely wet except for Marvas, who's completely dry.
What the flip? Is everyone okay?
Funlack's like very much checking to make sure they don't have any cuts or any like bleeding or anything. Frantically. Sorry.
Wringing out her hair.
Food in my mouth.
What the hell happened? And why aren't you wet? He'll ask Marvas.
Marvas just kind of looks at him and he just like shakes his head.
Gales, Himeros, you're being so rude right now. Come on, obviously.
How am I being Oh. Wait, what do you mean?
Mads is just gonna glare at Marvas.
I'm still waking up. Calm down.
Okay, guys, we need to get up and we need to get a road on.
Where are we? Does any of those landmass look familiar?
Actually, everyone can roll a I'm trying to think of like
survival.
Well, I'm trying to think of like who would even have ever been aware of this, and I think the only people that would be Mads, June, and Himeros, so they can roll survivals or history. I don't care.
Survival or history, God.
Yeah, but the other two, Funlack and Marvas, I don't think you would ever have come over this way, so I don't think you would know in general, other than it's a beach and a cliff.
Water in my eyes.
I mean, I got a 15.
Oh shit! Okay, no, this is good. June, you've never really come this far east, from the Chattering Isles. Mads, you actually remember, like, on your way, like when you were sailing your ship, the Drunken Mermaid, up to the Chattering Isles for the calling. You remember, like, kind of going past this chapel, which was near Land's Fringe, which is a piece of Oland mainland that kind of goes into the Chattering Isles, but is still technically under the dominion of Oland. And Himeros, you would know the same thing just based on being a cleric. You know that this is a temple of Earnya, who is the goddess of peace and rest, which usually build their temples in very weird not weird, but like out of the way locations for people who are traveling to rest.
Okay.
So that is what you two would know, is that technically this is Oland. You are on the mainland of Oland, but it is on the here. You know, I'm gonna find a map while y'all.
I should know how to spell that lady's name, considering I played a cleric of one in a previous campaign.
It is Earnya. Earnya.
I was almost there.
All right, let me.
And I'll just relay that to everybody. So basically, I tell everybody, "Oh, we're near like an Earnya."
Yeah, that's it.
Whatever it is.
Earnya.
Oh, like Erie and
Earnya.
Earnya. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I understand.
Okay.
What are they called? Where do people worship? What is it called?
Temple. Usually temples, you like you come from a temple that's like a temple, like a big temple. This is more like a chapel. Like, it's not very big. It's not nearly as big as like the ones that you are used to and worshiping.
But we don't actually see the chapel, right? It's just like I know we're around it.
No, you do. It's up on the cliffside. Like, if you look up the
gotcha.
cliffside, you'll see it. It's not very hidden. Like, it's pretty noticeable. So I'm not gonna make you roll for it. I don't know if I still have the. You know what? I have it in here somewhere.
Okay, if you don't. Yeah, I'll just relay that. Like, hey, that's a chapel of Earnya, and we can probably get some some food or something there if you guys want. Or at least some help. I don't know.
I think we need to find out what happened. More than food or help, just knowledge of what just happened.
Me being the knowledge cleric.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if we're in Oland right now, that's kind of the opposite of where Finn told us to go.
Is it? Wait, where are we
Yeah.
supposed to go again?
We're supposed to go to Canton, which is like that's the capital, like, right? Is that like the main? city of
Canton is
Chattering Isles?
Canton is the head. Like, it is the capital of the Chattering Isles. It's also
Okay,
the
yeah.
It's the biggest island state in the Chattering Isles
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it's like the capital of the Chattering Isles, and if we're in Oland,
Well,
that's really the opposite of where we want to be right now. I think if we want
Does
to.
anybody know how to get there from here?
Here, I am actually moving the map now, Abby. This is a map of the Chattering Isles. Canton is that big one in the center with the
Nice.
diamond. If you go to the east and zoom in, Abby, for me. East, wrong way. Never eat.
Me? No, not.
Yeah.
thought you said we.
So do you see right? No, that's good. Go where you were, as far as you can. So do you see Edgewood right there?
Yes.
So the naval base is to the south of Edgewood.
Oh, okay.
So that's right here.
Oh, it says Edgewood Naval Base. Yeah,
Yes.
Gotcha.
So at the very tip of this area
Okay.
right here, that is where y'all are. That is where the
Okay.
Oh,
the
that's
chapel
why.
is. This is,
Oh.
and like I said, this is technically still Oland, but this is the most that goes into the Chattering Isles, but it's still technically Oland territory.
So
Or
we're
like the Italy or Florida of Oland.
Mm-hmm. So just to give you like a clearer idea of where you're at. Now I'll move back over
Okay.
here.
Well, we need to go west, guys.
West.
West.
I just came from that direction, though.
Well, technically, we're slightly more west than we were.
How wet is the parchment that Funluck has?
You can roll. That's fine.
Like, is it magically enchanted to be safe, or is it delicate?
Kinda, sorta. No, it's damp, but it's not like soaking wet. But you get the idea that it's not soaking wet because it was on you and you got most of the water intake from it. But while you're looking at it, you can roll a little perception check for me if you're looking at it.
I am looking at it.
It's good. The DC. Just let me know if you roll higher than a 5. It's very, very low.
Yes. 7 plus whatever.
Oh, thank God. I was like, if you don't get this, I don't know how to help you people.
It's
So-
plus 2, so it's plus
Okay,
advantage,
so
whatever.
there is a piece of paper that is like wrapped in with the parchment as well.
Can Funluck take it out?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a little damp, but it's like old-timey parchment paper, so it's like not the worst thing in the world. But are you gonna read it?
Yeah, Funluck's
It
gonna
is
read
it-
Funluck-
It is in Yalish as well, but you speak Yalish, so it's fine. At the very top, it says there is a suspected mole within the island representatives, and then there is a list of all 20 of the island state representatives for the Chattering Isles, which you may not recognize as island state representatives, but you get based on the context of the note that that's what they are. And there is a few that have like red marks through them, And there's a few, specifically ones named Corvus McTrillis that says suspect. Then there's one that says Bogard Dalmastis, which says currently missing. And then Aaron McIllisk, which is currently inactive of late, is what's written next to it, besides the ones that have red markings through it. The ones that have red markings through it have the names Jillian Norris, Kay Lynn Kennedy, Finn Rodriguez, Lashik, Jilsk, Bogard Dalmastis, Honey Grunches, and Braytrix.
Can we get that?
Or the seal?
Yeah, I sent it to Abby specifically, just in case
Okay.
she did not, in case Funlack did not send that to other people.
Okay, gotcha.
But if Funlack relays that information, I will send it in
Yeah,
our
I think
chat.
Funlack is like, all this shit just happened. They're looking like, why was this caused? Looking at the parchment
Uh-huh.
by themselves.
Yeah, I would say that even with a history check, you probably don't recognize any of these names besides Lashik and Finn Rodriguez.
And Kennedy.
I don't know if you gave her your last name. Did you?
I don't think so.
I think I did.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, then you would recognize
When
the
she's going,
name.
I'm going, hi, I'm Jean Kennedy, like to everybody. So
Then you would recognize that last name.
Okay.
Too.
But was this just the little parchment, or is this like the full thing?
No, this is the note that was in, like, wrapped with, like,
Okay.
so it's like a parchment is wrapped up, like something's wrapped in parchment and then tied together with this note was stuck in between the ties.
Okay. June, I might regret this. Do you know this name? She'll show
Look.
her the parchment, pointing.
Okay.
would I know? Are you showing the whole parchment?
Yeah.
Would I recognize any of those names? I mean, obviously I know Kaylin, but
Yeah, you would
I know
recognize.
Finn and Lashik.
I mean, you can roll a history and then, or no, roll a d20, and let me know what you get, and I'll tell you how many of them you recognize, and then we'll go from
Okay.
there.
Wait. Oh no! Wait. Stop that. There.
But more than likely,
There
you
we
would
go.
recognize.
Oop.
You would have a reason to recognize some of them, yeah. What'd you get?
11.
Sorry, a 7?
11.
11. Okay, so you would definitely recognize. Hold on, let me go ahead and pull up my notes. So you're. For some reason, I didn't assume you would read this so fast. So,
Secret
let me pull up my
Welcome
notes.
to D&D, baby.
I know. Hold on. Y'all be all right. Okay, so you would definitely recognize the name Jillian Norris because she is the island representative for Canton, and she's also she's the head surgeon for Slisk Hospital. You would also recognize Kaylin, obviously.
Yeah.
You would recognize Finn, Lashik. You would recognize Jilsk, who is the representative Waxahachie, and she's the. You would have met her on your way to Edgewood because she is the first druid of the Scale Grove. So she's like the head of the druids of Waxahachie. You would recognize the name Bogard Dalmastis, he was an Owlin, who was also the headstone, which is the head cleric of the Krayog Temple that your family would go to every now and then in Denton. You would recognize the name. You would recognize the names Hilly Turn, who is a human from Granbury. You would recognize the name Meave, who is from Nacogdoches. You would recognize John, who is from Capel, and then Brielle from Farmer's Branch, and then Corvus McTrillis, which is from Marvel Falls. And give me a second. I'm working on writing which ones have the lines written through them as well.
Okay. I missed like
Right.
the last floor, but
Perfect.
I could probably pull them up because are these all like NPCs that you've like sent me or whatever as well?
No, they're in our document.
Oh, they're in the full document. Okay.
Mhm.
I was like, I remember I met Caitlin recognizes some of these names, so.
But yes, that's what the dealie is there.
Yes. Well, Kaylin is my aunt, and she is just sweet as pie.
Just like you.
So, yeah.
She
Precisely.
is sweet.
I mean, some of these other people I know, like Jillian's kind of cool. Little, intense but nice.
I would make this clear that the only reason you probably know these people is through your aunt, though.
Yeah, like, not necessarily have met them or talked with them, but, like, yeah.
Yes.
And Bogard's alright, I guess. I mean, I don't really know much about him, but, I mean, growing up, we worshipped Krayog, but, I mean, I don't really associate with them much now, but, yeah, I mean, they're all decent folk.
Okay. I don't know why Finn needed this gone, but he needed this information out. And I was already traveling, and he wanted me to take it. I'm not sure why.
Everyone can roll like a insight check or investigation, I guess. That could work too.
I got a 15. I forgot I have a +6.
Insight, hello, there it is. Okay. Oh, natural
no
20!
idea.
I'm good at it.
Alright, yeah.
I know these people.
Yeah, the people that got a 15 and higher, you get the idea that Finn was currently working on a list to see who was the inside mole for the Island State representatives, and the ones marked out in red were the ones that he had deemed were not.
Oh, okay.
Halen was one of the ones with the line through it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he probably was trying to work on this as he was handing it to you. Probably just, halfway through it. See, Kaylin has a mark through it, so she got the mole. I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, I might be biased here, but...
Well, yeah, June, I get the same thing. I think that these people were mole suspects, and it sounds like Love is going to guide us to see who else is the other moles.
Alright, Himeros just falls dead.
Fuck, Polly dies.
By
can I cast a spell?
No. Anyways. Yes.
It takes me a minute, but I'm gonna cast Augury.
The fuck is that?
Fun.
Augury. Augury's not on this list.
What do you mean?
Who is
It's
she?
on my list.
Who is she? Let me look at this spell. What you got going on here, good?
I'm sensitive.
Receive an
Audrey.
omen from an otherworldly entity about the result of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Who
DM
the
chooses-
hell?
It's
I'm
really
a
fun.
knowledge cleric, bro. I don't got a lot of shit going on.
I've never even heard of this.
That's
Is this
what I
like
do. I
Is
tend
this
to use
specifically or a knowledge? Oh, it's divination.
It's a divination.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read this. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Oh. Weal or woe? What the fuck does that mean?
Basically, like, you can
Good or
say,
bad.
like, they say good or bad. Yeah, you can just say good or bad. It could be both, or they get nothing in return.
Okay, and this is to do with 30 minutes from now?
Yeah, so I'm kind of like basically praying to Himeros for a minute.
Okay.
I mean, oh my gosh, Amorama, and
You gotta love yourself. Okay.
and I'm
so
just I just want to make sure it's going to be safe for us to go to that temple to get help.
Oh, okay, cool. So I would say everyone's kind of chittery chattering. Himeros is like focusing on this spell. As this spell is I'm sure you're like doing some incantation or praying or something.
Probably have my book out. Yeah.
Yeah. As that happens, your book floats up kind of above your face, which you have seen happen before, but these other people are probably a little confused by. The pages start flickering, and
Oh god.
and as the book stops, it gets right in your face, and like words appear. Only to you though. Anyone else that even tries to look over your shoulder sees nothing but blank pages. But inside your book, it does say, as Himeros and his friends were gathering themselves after the treacherous sea voyage, the 7-foot-tall gnoll came from the cliffside, asking, "Would you like any help? What are you doing here?" In which case, they did know that they would find themselves in the comforting arms of Earnya's grace. And then the book closes.
I want to give the DM inspiration because that is the best response to an augury spell I've ever seen. Cool. Sorry. That was fantastic. I'm gonna look to the group and be like, okay, we should go to the temple, guys. Love has
And then this one time,
spoken.
this direwolf tried to attack me, and Kaylin went with a pitchfork and killed it. It was so cool. She was such a badass. It's a conversation that's been going on as that's been happening.
As y'all are talking, and as this augury spell just happened, you do see a 7-foot-tall gnoll on the cliffside that appears and asks, "Are y'all okay? Do y'all need some help?"
And I'll go prancing up to him in a very gay way. And I'll be
I will
like,
follow it equally.
oh, I'm so
but
happy
really.
that I got to see you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Himeros, and we do actually need help.
Well, I would imagine so, because the whole sea storms calling thing happened, and I imagine things got pretty out of hand. But what are you guys doing here?
Yeah, I mean, just the sea got out of
Canton.
hand, and
Canton?
Yeah.
Well, you guys ain't, too close to Canton, unfortunately.
but
here,
we're
how
on
about-
our
I'm
way.
going the opposite direction. Now I gotta go back. It's
Alright,
the
well,
whole thing.
use is covered in, water and stuff. Come on, let's get you up to the temple. We'll dry you off, get you some food, all that good stuff.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Balbigon.
Balbigon. You, first of all, adorable name. Absolutely adorable name. Okay, well, I guess the group
Actually,
and I'll kind of...
you can roll a history check on that
Okay.
when you asked his name. Let me know what you get.
I don't have that high history. Oh, 15.
Oh, that wasn't a high DC anyways. You would know that because he's a gnoll, based on his accent, and based on the name Balb, which is B-A-L-B apostrophe Y-G-A-N-N, that he more than likely comes from Freyr, which is a continent from the other side of the world, specifically from the Reach Woodlands, because he is from the Balb tribe of gnolls.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he is very far from home.
Yeah, I'll basically like kind of signal to the group to like follow me, and I'll be like, so what are you doing so far from home?
And he'll like look you up and down. I could say the same about you. You really don't see many Aasimar Olandians swimming in the ocean during the sea storm.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say.
Well, we should really discuss this at the chapel. If we don't hurry, those eagles over there, they get a little hungry.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Thank you so much, by the way. And then
Oh, yeah.
I'll follow the gnoll.
Perfect. Is everyone else following?
Yeah.
Hey.
Marvas gingerly steps out of his dry spot like something bad's gonna happen.
This dry spot's the only safe spot.
He immediately dies.
Literally. Literally, though. Alright, what are you gonna say, Funlock?
Oh, they're gonna just same thing, have their axe kind of ready.
Okay. As
He's
you
good, guys. He's good.
As
So
you
June
go,
will take Marvis's hand if she notices that they're nervous. She'll grab his hand and kind of help him across the rocks.
so as y'all are heading up this cliffside, it is very slippery. It's wet. But Balbigon, who is a 7 foot tall, covered in like black armor with a giant glaive, is kind of like helping, kind of pointing like which way is the safest because he's pretty used to this route you get. And the closer you get to this temple, you get like smells of like lavender and chamomile, and you do start feeling a sense of like soothingness, and you start very discreetly hearing like what would be like very solemn, like relaxing music as well. And as you get closer, you get up to the temple door. He tells you, so I don't know if you've ever been to an one of the rest spots, but we do have to take your weapons, unfortunately. You can't keep them on you.
Fuck no.
You're just gonna see Mads grab Anchor. You're not taking my baby now.
Everyone can roll a religion check.
Can Funlock also roll like an Arcana check? Is there something like magical going on to like?
Yeah, that's fine because there
relax?
is. Yeah, you can roll if you want to. If you prefer Arcana, yeah, I'll allow that. That's fine. If you want to just make up your own rules of the game, that's fine. Okay. So it looks like everyone but June. June's, I guess, enjoying the smells of
I'm got weapons on me, I don't care.
Yeah. Every other person, however, you do know that inside Earnya temples, it is magically not allowed to have violence. Otherwise, you will forcibly get kicked out, literally by magic. So the taking of the weapons is more of a tradition, or just not to have them on you, because even if you were to do something, you would get kicked out of the temple, because this is a place of magical rest and relaxation. So he does need the weapons, but you get that he can't steal them, and he can't harm you with them either. He's not even allowed to. And you would also, all of y'all would get that he specifically is a paladin of Era, who is the god of war and strategy. And that you realize that that paladins and clerics of Era work with paladins and clerics of Earnya together to guard and watch over these temples together.
That makes sense. So one can do violence on the outside and the other is going to worship on the inside. I'm just walking in like I own the place, honestly. I'm here for the relaxation.
Yeah, if you don't have any weapons, then you're allowed to.
Yeah,
Everyone else.
Look.
And June's like, I don't know if this counts as a weapon, but here, she's gonna handle this like rusty old sickle and then follow after Himeros.
I'm gonna grab her hand and we're gonna go frolicking in there.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab some
You're to see
lavender
Matt.
leaves and rub it on my neck and just really feel my oats,
Yeah.
Feel your oats. Your oats, your oats, your quinoa, your...
Where's the door? Right here?
Right here.
And then I'm gonna probably talk to this bitch, but I'll wait for the rest of the team to do what they want.
You're gonna
You
see
should
Mads
picture-
kind of hesitantly give Anchor, and just kind of start pulling it back. Take care of him, right? Please.
Well, yeah, we just need to hold it. We ain't taking it.
Well, the last time
It'll
somebody
be
did that.
It'll be inside. You can keep your eye on it.
Well, the last time somebody wanted to just hold it, they try to steal it, and then just glances over at Marvas.
I told you that is not me.
Wait, I don't believe that. So just huffs off.
Yeah, if you hand Anchor over, he will let you in. He has his hand out, and he's got the shitty sickle and his own glaive in one hand. Oh, sorry, it's a beautiful, well-used sickle.
It's a family heirloom.
Yeah, excuse me.
And I'll expect it back. And you just slams down Anchor into his hand and walks in.
All right, perfect. He's gonna kind of put it in the arm of his other one and hold his hand out for Marvas and Funlack, who he can see that obviously have weapons as well.
Marvas just kind of like sticks his now glaive into the dirt and just walks in.
Oh my god, why is
All right, he'll
everyone
like
in
shrug
this
his shoulder
party
and like pick it up.
insane? Himeros, if we don't die, I'm going to kill you, and she'll hand off her sickle.
All right.
It'll be fine. You can't do any harm in here. You're good. I promise.
Unlike
You
had a sickle too.
are so naive.
They're loving. It's fine.
You're loving. That doesn't mean everyone's loving.
So now that you've handed your weapons over, he turns into a dragon. I'm just playing. He walks inside. He kind of like shimmies through y'all. It's spacious. It's not massive. Again, not like Himeros, not like the temples you've been to, or that you've literally worked and lived at. Even June, you've had some religion in your life. It's not even as big as the Denton Crayog Temple. It's literally just a little chapel. Looks like an inn. More so. He shimmies through y'all past this old purple tiefling who is sleeping with her head on the like this dining table, this round dining table, and he puts all your weapons kind of in this like little crate, this like large weapons crate. And you notice that there's no other weapons in it, so you assume that you probably are the only ones here.
It's not locked
other
or
than the two.
anything. Like it's easy to grab.
It's not locked. It's easy to grab. It's just in its own little area.
Clock.
And just a heads up, this Abby, if you want to click on that image that I just sent on the chat, that is the Knoll that you have been talking to, Balbagon. That is him.
Looks like a friend.
And then this is the older purple tiefling you see with white hair that is sleeping. She's going to kind of like wake up and like hear the commotion and just be like, Oh, I didn't realize that we had guests. This is so surprising. You must all be so tired. Look at you in these wet clothes. Here, let me, if anyone needs some a dry pair of clothes, I can go ahead and grab something. I'll go ahead and put some tea on as well. And she'll try to like start collecting like little pieces of your clothes that are easily detachable if you would like them to be dried.
And Rose gets fully naked.
Perfect.
Himeros! God.
His body is glistening.
She's also dressed very similar to Himeros, just in a different color scheme. More reds and whites with a gold Earnya symbol kind of around this collar that she has as well.
Funlack does not let... No.
I would say you would notice she doesn't seem fazed by Himeros being naked. Like, this is a place of relaxation. However that is for you, it doesn't matter.
It's a place of relaxation, everybody. And he'll just kind of like drape it over his shoulders and take it off super like cute.
Oh my god.
And he'll look to the tiefling and say, "Thank you so much. Also, your eye color is gorgeous."
Oh, thank you. I made them myself. So, she'll if no one else wants to give like their coat or anything, that's fine. She's not gonna take offense to it. She's gonna let you know. So the second door over there, that's gonna be the bath if anyone needs to draw themselves a bath for anything. All the rooms are available except for this first one right here. That's Balb's room, and then this last one over there on the other side of the wall, that one's gonna be my room. Oh, I did forget, we actually we're usually so slow this time of year, especially with the sea storm calling happening, but we could talk about that later. This room is also taken, unfortunately. Another poor soul on the, I think got caught up in the storm as well, unfortunately.
Wait, which one? Sorry, I didn't see that one. Okay, so the free rooms are these two and the last three. Got it.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here.
Oh, okay.
So there's 5 free rooms available. Some have multiple beds as well.
I'm
going
directly.
She'll be. I'll let you go and get rested and kind of get your bearings. Anything. I'll brew some tea and me and Balbagon will prepare something for dinner. Okay. And then she'll kind of like wander off.
Oh, saints. Just absolute saints.
What do you... It's not time for a nap.
Take your clothes off. Let's go take a bath. This is going to be fantastic.
No! I think a war just started. This is not a time to sit and do nothing.
Yeah, but the war can't come in here. There's magic protecting us. Did you not know?
Oh, and there wasn't any magic in the battle we just fought. That's not how this
You
works,
know,
Himeros.
you could really do for a massage, and I bet they give a great massage here.
You could really do with some common sense.
Okay, well, when we leave this place unharmed and fully rested, you can thank me, okay, hon?
June sneaks ahead while they're having this conversation, immediately gets in the bath and like starts throwing her clothes out the door, just like trying to hang them up nicely and like giving up and then just going back in.
Shell shock.
She was hot bath.
Just jaw
Himeros
drops.
wants to
No.
find like the biggest room that's open.
Okay, so would you just go opening all the rooms except for the ones that she told you are currently occupied?
Yeah.
So with that, are you wanting single or multiple beds? Do you care?
I
the
want
biggest
multiple
room.
beds because I want to like have like a sleepover kind of thing
Sure.
secretly with the group.
So the biggest room is actually the one that has the most beds, which is 3, which is this room right here.
Cool.
Hell
Is there
yeah.
a bath? There's a bath in there?
No, the bath is where June's at. That's the bathroom with a bath that's already drawn as well.
Oh, is it like a single bath or is it like a big one?
You could probably fit like 2, maybe 3 people in there. It's like a big giant, like big round,
It's a bath.
like bath.
Okay.
A little bit. Yeah,
Um,
you get the idea. Like I'm guessing because June walked in there, the second she did, it does sort of feel like a little bit of like steam, kind of comes through, and you do get a large sense of like rose as well that comes through as well when she opens that door. Like there's incense of like rose coming through as well. Everyone feels super relaxed, by the way. Whether they want to or not,
Yeah.
they do
Funlack.
feel relaxed.
Yeah.
Well, no, even Funlack would feel relaxed.
Yeah.
If she's not voicing that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But everyone feels relaxed, and that's just a magical effect. So,
While they're checking those rooms, Funlock's gonna go up to Mads, I think.
sure.
Are you really okay just sitting around here?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
This doesn't
I-
feel right.
Then
Quick
they
question
turn
before we
into
go
a
on.
dragon. What?
Does he always drop naked
Yes.
wherever he goes?
Oh, yes.
Oh, great.
I mean, have
Okay. Okay. I just-
Kill
No,
them with kindness
like
is
that
not a
you took-
phrase Himeros knows. It's just a phrase
I
they
just-
live by, except it's killing me with kindness, not anyone else.
True. I just don't like that they took my weapon.
I don't.
That's just
Is the tiefling there still? Did she walk off? Where'd she go?
She went in her room.
Did she bring us clothes?
Like, you
Well,
care?
I was letting y'all talk. Like, I'm assuming this is all happening at once. She will bring you clothes because she did say she would.
Got it. Cool. Thank you.
Say June's walking around in her little bloomers.
I think Funlock's gonna go back up to the tiefling. I forget what her name was.
To the
already.
what now?
Tiefling.
She didn't give it. No one asked. She hasn't given it.
Okay. I guess I'm in the map. I can walk up. Is that where she is?
Yeah, she kind of came out of the room. She's on that window. There's like a windowsill right there. It is pretty cold and still cloudy outside, but she's just sort of like got like a little like clothesline, and she's kind of putting the clothes like on that, like through the outside, and kind of like wheeling it out.
Excuse me. I'm
Are you always the problem, honey?
I'm sure you've seen the storm, and
Yeah,
you
I
know-
can't believe they did the storm's calling. That must mean something bad happened. I hope it.
Yes.
Glad to see you's okay.
Have you heard anything that has been happening outside this temple? Is that something you're aware of?
Not really, unfortunately. Me and Balbi have been at this temple for about like the last yeah, I would say like 30 years, and we just sort of get visitors every now and then, but I gotta say, this is the most we've had at one time. It's quite exciting for us here.
This group has been the most, or you've had other visitors recently?
Well, we have one with us at the moment. Another Olandian, I think, by the clothes and where he was going, but he got swept up in the storm's calling too, I think.
Well,
The poor thing's been exhausted. Haven't really got a word out of him other than he was trying to get back to Olin. I'm assuming before the storm's calling hit. Poor thing.
well, maybe we'll check and see if it's somebody we know. I'm sure we can help him.
Well,
find his way.
he's asleep right now. I don't want to bother him, you know. This place is for relaxation. Why don't you just relax a little bit?
Oh.
You know, the McHare clan really does just work themselves to the bone. You should take this as an opportunity for a little vacation. And then she'll kind of put her hand out, and then put her other hand in front of it. And when she does so, there's a cup of tea that's perfectly brewed right in front of you, and she tries to hand it to you. It's chamomile lavender with a little splash of honey and sugar in it for you. It'll really relax you.
Funlock will take it and just kind of back up. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. And we'll go ahead and get you some food, settle your stomachs before you get a nice long rest, okay? I'm sure you're exhausted.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and pick up some, pick out a room, whatever you feel comfortable, okay? I'm gonna finish these clothes. I'm gonna put some fresh ones out on the dining room table there, so you can just grab them whenever you're ready, okay?
Thanks. I won't part with my. You know the McHare clan. We don't change clothes. Sure. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Well, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. We're here to serve you, okay?
Yes. Thanks.
As she's finishing up, the Knoll, who was in his room, does come out and just be like, yeah, okay, so we're kind of low on some meat, so I kind of thought, so I'm gonna go out hunting. I'll be back, okay? And then he walks over, kind of past y'all, grabs his glaive, nothing else, and then heads out.
Heads out.
Yeah, he said he's gonna go hunting to get more food for tonight.
Okay. I'm just gonna go. Here, Matt's here. You want some tea? Here. You want some tea?
I don't want tea.
Himeros, where are you? What are you doing? Okay, set the tea down. I'm gonna snoop.
I was like, she's.
I think what it is.
I will say she's pretty distracted.
Dialogue, Funlack is getting calmed magically, and it's making her more stressed than she's ever been, and it's not okay. It's making it worse. You would be having a weird, super stress. You want to feel stressed out, but you can't. Yes. So this is a very weird feeling. It's probably control is being taken away without consent, and
It's like an indescribable feeling, kind of like a.
Like being high.
I was about to say, it's like when you get high for the first time and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you're becoming a couch.
It's kind of incomparable, kind of like when two.
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
I hate you.
I got it the first time, but I was not entertaining it, and then you went again.
I had to. I needed the reaction. Anyways, yeah, if you're snooping, she is distracted. So, if you have to roll any sneaks, you can do it with advantage.
Matt, I'm going.
Or stealth.
Well, I have disadvantage on stealth, anyways.
Then it'd be even, or just.
I'm going to see if I can get information. This doesn't feel right. We literally just almost died in a storm, and no one here knows about it, but also maybe some drama will get Himeros off his ass.
Do you need some help?
Distraction?
Distraction? I'm not good at that, but I can probably sing some sea shanties that I learned.
Grab Marvas, maybe they'll help you. Just fight. That's distracting enough. We're not allowed to fight here, right?
But I don't want to be around Marvas.
Exactly.
You know that. And why don't I do the stealthing and you do be with Marvas?
Oh.
But okay,
Valid.
Fine. I will get along.
I like you,
I
Marvas.
will not like it. I will not like it. Do you understand?
Oh, okay. I will distract. You go check out who's here. If they're innocent, fine. But I don't like this place and I want to leave. But I need Himeros to go with me.
I reckon you're right. Maybe a little bit of trauma will get him off his eye. And so Mads is just gonna walk around, investigate,
Marvas.
do some sleuthing.
Marvas just like perks up. He doesn't know who's talking. He's just like,
I feel. How tall is Marvas? Is Funlock here and Marvas is like
6'7".
here?
he's 6'7".
Yeah,
Isn't Funlock like 4'5"?
Yeah, something
Or
like
4'3"?
4'3".
Yeah, he's probably looking anywhere but down at the moment. So he's just like, huh?
All right, this is perfect. I don't want to do this, but this is what Funlock's gonna do. Gonna kick
Okay.
Marvas.
Okay. Sounds like you wanted to do that. Alright, roll an unarmed, unless he lets it happen. And then...
Okay, well that's
Girl,
fitting.
I can tell you right now that
fitting.
doesn't hit that guy's AC.
I just
You're trying really hard to be quiet, and in doing so, you're not used to being quiet, and you kind of kind of just graze his shin, but not even enough to really get his attention.
okay, you can fade to the next scene. That's how that's gonna.
Sure. Marvas, Mads, y'all do anything?
I'm sleuthing around, so I'm doing the investigating.
Who is that, Mads?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you being stealthy? Are you
Yes.
Are you trying to sneak? I guess is what I'm asking. Or are you just kind of wandering around, just sort of like looking at things?
Kind of just looking, trying to be sneaky, but not like trying too hard, just trying not to be noticed.
Okay, you can roll an investigation then.
A 19.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So you notice it's just these it's not super upscale. The only thing that you notice around are those books that were by the door. You notice all the doors are closed except for when they are opened. You notice that there's some incense that are brewing. You notice that there is music and humming and hemming coming from nothing. You do notice... I think that's really all you can notice right now. You notice the tiefling still kind of like getting the clothes like wheeled out on the line, and then you also notice Funlack trying to kick Marvas. But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot in this corridor of this area that you're in. If you kind of wandered around a little bit, you would notice that June and Himeros had gone into a room that with the door opened, and the other door that was opened had a bath that was already drawn with smells like rose coming out of it, based on your 19. There are some stairs that are near the tiefling woman as well that go down. Your best assumption would be a basement.
Fucking basements. Sorry.
Mads is gonna go up to Mark and be like, I see that there's stairs to a base.
You fucked.
I kind of want to be Snoopy. Do you want to be Snoopy with me, or are you still distracted? Because I saw that really sad of an attempt to hit him. It was real sad.
Jesus.
Don't patronize me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could give you some pointers, some stuff I learned on the seas.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Marvas. Louder, doesn't even care anymore. Marvas!
He looks up and then he looks down.
Love it.
While we're talking, is there anything different about Marvas that's like noticeably different?
I mean, you roll a perception.
Anything on perception? Don't think so. Oh, I have an advantage.
While they're rolling, do my special eyes see anything around here, Brendan?
The hell, oh, yeah, your eyes. Yeah, we'll get to
Yeah.
We'll get to yours in a second, sweetie.
Okay.
You noticed that there is a handprint with tentacles coming out of it on his glaive, and you noticed that when Balbagon was taking it and putting it in that right, and that wasn't there before. But other than that, him physically, not really. He's got the normal necklace pendant, the normal outfit, because I'm assuming he didn't take his off, the normal looking up, looking down, like he loves to do, apparently. So, just that.
Nothing as of note.
No.
Marvas, pick me up and throw me.
This is becoming problematic. Not dwarf tossing.
Marvas just goes, okay. Tries to pick her up.
Oh, look, we just got canceled. All right, perfect.
Before all this, Mads is gonna go up to the phone like, I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Stop
I'm
apologizing.
sorry. And just walks back.
Go down the stairs. Go find something out.
Okay, I guess I will.
All right, I'm gonna put some more tea on this table, okay, for you. If anyone needs anything, I'll go ahead and put some there. And then I'm gonna go grab you, go find some clothes for everybody.
Oh, never mind. Don't throw me. She's leaving.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go. And Matt is gonna book it for the stairs.
Did you have to find a basement map?
Yeah, you fucks.
Welcome to DMing.
Yeah,
I
literally.
said it was closed off or something.
Well, no, it's fine. I found one.
Nice.
All right. You can roll an investigation or perception, depending on what you're kind of doing. Actually, roll perception. I'll do whatever. I don't care. Oh, perfect.
You've already given up.
A little bit. No, not at all. It didn't. One way didn't really matter that much to me or not. Okay, so it's pretty standard basement. You get that this is just kind of where they keep all their extra incense, a lot of their food, a lot of their storage. You do notice that there is a well as well. Yep.
Water plane.
Oh my god, could you imagine? and then a hydra comes out of it. No, so yeah, the only thing really down here other than just like basic storage is that well.
I'm going to go over to that well and look down it.
Okay. It looks like it keeps going down. There's like kind of a bucket that is on a chain and not on rope, which you do find kind of odd. And it's a pretty large bucket as well. But yeah, you can't really see down it. It's like dark.
Did anyone else follow me down here because she was distracted?
Marvas,
Or was
Funlack,
it-
June, Himeros, I'm pretty sure y'all are doing your own fucking thing.
Gossiping in the room.
Okay,
Speaking,
so
yeah, fully.
I think
So, yeah,
Funlock's
Marvas and
probably
Funlock.
at the top of the stairs, kind of being
Okay.
a lookout, almost.
Sure. I will say,
Marvas-
Mads, I'm gonna give you about 2 more minutes, okay? Before you have a feeling before Trixie comes back out, okay? And I would say that Funlack, you would realize that Trixie's wrapping up, and you would relay that to them. Just FYI.
I think Funlack might kind of just like pound on the door's heel a little.
Mm-hmm.
And Mads is just gonna make it up the stairs. Just she saw what she needed to see.
All right, work.
All I saw was a whale. It just kept going down. It was a chain bucket.
That's
The
what,
the buckets we use are not chained. Oh. That's all I got out of that.
okay, that's what they do. Okay.
I know,
What a-
but you said to tell me, tell you anything I noticed. It's a weird bucket.
Okay. I guess Funlock's gonna go over. She didn't say where this person was staying, right? Like which
She did.
room? Which room?
Yeah, she said it was the first one. This one right here.
The big one.
Yeah. And you did see her come out of her room. She went into Balbigon's room for a bit while y'all were having this conversation. She probably offered Marvas some tea that you would have noticed while she was going through to Balbigon's room. She then, as y'all were finishing up this conversation, came out of the room and went down that hallway.
Okay. I'm going in. Let me know if she comes snooping. Is the door locked to that room?
The door's right here.
Okay.
And it's not locked, though.
I'm gonna try and sneak in and then close the door behind me.
Roll a stealth to see if you were allowed. And you can roll it, like, straight. You don't have to roll it at disadvantage because she's pretty distracted right now.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, you were very quiet. You were very in the
Like a little
zone.
bunny.
Yeah, like a little
Super
rabbit.
relaxed, in the zone, very focused.
Okay, this is-
unlike Funlack.
This is interesting. So roll a perception for me, because this person is not only facing on the wall, but they have a lot of blankets on them.
Okay. and
Unless
I
you take
get
them off.
Advantage on perception, so I'll roll twice.
Oh, do you really?
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay, so you notice that they have their set of clothes set on a desk and chair next to their bed, which are traditional Olandian clothes, which she did tell you he was from Oland. And you also notice that there is a pendant of Asuna as well on there as well, which is the goddess of life. And you then, as you're kind of looking, you recognize something specific, and you kind of go shimmy over to get a glance, but you've got a pretty good angle, and you notice that this is the person from what Himeros had shown you. This is Dimitri.
I'm wet.
Are they? So they're sleeping. They're
Mm-hmm.
sleeping. Do they look injured in any way?
Yeah, they don't look very good, no. They look pretty in rough shape. They did not have a mermaid patron come and get them when they got caught in the storms calling.
Holy fuck. Okay. But Funlack doesn't. Funlack knows what they look like, but not like they don't know them personally, right?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't even know if he gave you his name. You may have overheard it in passing while Himeros was talking about Dimitri.
They said they were looking for Dimitri because we had this whole
yes.
I help you find, you help me find.
Yes. Well, this is him.
Okay.
Oh my god, my bae.
It wasn't me the whole time. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. So they're sleeping? Do they look like they're in a weird like sleep enchantment, or are they just like resting because they're hurt?
With your roll, you would realize that he has a cup of tea next to him that is drank, and that you would probably recognize that it was enchanted tea to make him go to sleep.
Okay. Funlack is going to... Oh man, Funlack's gonna scurry out of the room, I think.
Sure.
And go find Himeros.
What about they, them, or Rose?
They,
Oh my gosh.
Himeros.
I hate that.
Okay, Brandon, what do my special eyes see?
Okay, yeah.
You made a comment and made me nervous.
Go. What are they doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut to them. Yeah.
Well, depending on what Brandon says, it will depend on the series of the conversation. Because I will say she's been keeping a special eye on Mads because she's worried about the crew members.
So when Trixie Bell, when the purple tiefling walks in, she does a very similar gesture that she did that you didn't see with Funlack, where she holds her hand out, waves it, and then there's teacup, but there's two, and she sets them on the counter that is on the other side of the room while y'all are gossiping. And she kind of sits on the bed next to Himeros. And she's like, "Well, what are y'all talking about over here? Anything fun? You know, I used to be an adventurer back in my day, you know, about 40 years ago, if you can believe it, or not, me and Bab." She's just kind of spewing off and off. At this time, there is somebody that comes in the room as well and sits on the bed next to June. This person is a young... Well, actually, roll a perception to see. Actually, no, you would see it. You're looking right at him. It is a very young dwarven girl. Probably, young for a dwarf. I would say probably around, 10. Like a child dwarf. And they have blonde hair, blue eyes. They look like they're dressed very nicely, but they don't look like they're dressed like an Olandian, which is what she said was here as the other guest. And you would notice that she has a McHare pendant on her as well. And she's got, she's young for a dwarf, but she's still got kind of the little whisker sideburns, like mutton chops almost. And Abby, if you could click this picture to enhance it, this is the little girl that you see sitting on the bed next to you, June.
What is happening?
Aww.
But she doesn't say anything, and it doesn't look like Trixie or Himeros react to her.
Okay, so
that was not who I was expecting to pop that.
The cursed dwarf-looking child.
I mean, okay, yeah. So June has a lot of experience with this. So
yeah, it's giving poltergeist. Ooh.
Yeah.
So only June can see this.
Yeah, because she's been keeping an eye out, I think, because of the actions of what's been going on, trying to keep a close eye on her party members to see if anybody crops up, kind of thing. And she, oh gosh, that's so good. She's gonna just kind of try and discreetly turn to the little dwarven girl next to her. She's like, "Hey, sweetie, how are you?"
She'll turn and look right at you, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
But she's just staring at you, and then looks like an uncomfortable amount of time, and then she goes and starts just turns her head back, looking at Trixie and Himeros, who are just shooting the shit with each other, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Do you know Funlack?
She'll slowly look back at you, and then just point to her pendant, and then stare at you for another while, and then go back to staring at Himeros and the tiefling.
I have not. This is the first time I'm seeing her, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna look towards Trixie and Himeros. I'm like, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go find Funlock, and she's gonna dart out of the room very quickly, with a purpose.
Have fun, girl. Have fun.
Do you, queen?
I'm like trying to get into this tiefling's love life. Like, what's going on with that? Is she single? Right. Is she seeing? Does she have feelings for the gnoll? Like, what's going on?
You can roll the inside if you're really into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you who I would want her to have romance, because this may or may not have been a playable character that I played in a previous campaign with Brandon.
Haha. This might be an old version of Caitlin's character, mayhaps.
16?
16, yeah. You get the impression that her and Balbigon are friendly, just friends. But and you would know this because she's been speaking about her adventures, that they've been together for about 40 years. They've just been very good friends who have always protected each other. And whenever Trixie, she told you this too, whenever Trixie, because she would tell you her name by now too. Her name's Trixie Bell. Her and Balbigon lived in Freyr in the Riche, in the Kingdom of Riche. And they would go on adventures and stuff, which is pretty typical for a paladin of Era and a cleric of Earnya. And they had adventures, and then whenever she decided to retire, to take a station in a secluded chapel, which is something that usually older clerics do. Yeah. He decided to do the same thing as the protector of the chapel, which is what older paladins or clerics of Era, the god of war, will do. They'll protect the goddess of peace's chapels.
Okay. Is there anything that I need to roll or anything I need to do based on my profession or religion that could get some insight on whether they would be a good match or not? Like, is there any mechanic that you could think that would be for that, or?
I mean, I guess you could roll like another insight or religion. Okay. I don't care either way.
Okay. Well, that's an 18.
Oh, damn. Okay. So how do you do your matchmaking?
I basically, like, what I would like to think is I use kind of like my magical powers to get like the vibes from people, and whether those vibes, almost like reading energy, and then see if those energies kind of match.
Okay, sure. Do you do this via like an incantation or a spell or something like that?
I would equate it to like anytime I use my like priest like book to cast a spell. It's not necessarily a spell. It's just like its own little thing that I get from Amorima, because based on our basically our work.
Sure, I'm gonna do it like this. In your book, you do have some cards. I don't want to say like tarot cards, but it's like a couple of cards that are like blank and like rectangular shape, and you use these to channel Lorelei charts. We'll say that. So you pull 2 out because you're doing this for 2 people. So they're blank.
I love this.
And you give them to her, and you let her know, I'm gonna need that you need something from her and something from him, and that you can determine if it's in their charts. But you give her the cards, so she can go gather these things if she would like.
The Lorelei are like astrology, right?
But David already told me that Himeros does use the Lorelei charts in his matchmaking, so that's why I'm kind of going off this, if that's okay.
Yeah, perfect. I'll basically explain it to her and say, I do feel like there's a reason why, he decided to stay here with you. I don't think it was random, and I think there might be more here. So then I'll just explain to her the process.
You're really funny, kid, but who am I to deny clergy, I don't really have anything better to do, and, I would love to indulge in this, so why not? Hey, your tea's on the counter, and like I said, I'll get your food ready. I got your fresh clothes out in the dining room table as well whenever you're ready, okay? And then she heads out. So June, who had already headed out of the room, that little girl is gone. She stayed on the bed, and you don't see her anymore. I'm gonna move you right back there. Calm down.
Oh my goodness.
As you head out the door, you do see Mads, who you assume is talking to Marvas or something with Marvas. Like around the corner, you see like a little, like her shoulder a little bit. But before that, you see this guy, who you've also not seen before. And Abby, if you can put him on the thing. And it looks like a...
He didn't pop up.
Oh, hold on, let me do that. He looks like a, like, kind of goldish tan half-orc man that is older. Kind of has, like, hair kind of growing out his ears. He looks like kind of like an older, like, middle-aged man.
What is happening?
The trauma.
Is
What is happening?
What is happening?
And you see him, and he was staring at Mads, but from, like, around the corner. And when he notices you noticing him, he turns around and just stares at you. And with that, when Trixie Bell comes out of the doorway, she goes, "Oh, pardon me, hon." She kind of walks through you, but you notice that she walked right through this guy.
Okay, I see dead people. Like, hello.
What is happening?
June's just gonna sit there a little shell-shocked, and she's like, "Okay, I was expecting to see some dead people, but I wasn't expecting to see these dead people. Who the fuck are these people?" Kind of like whispering to herself a little bit. Before she's just gonna go like, "Excuse me," very quietly. I'm gonna go up to Mads. I'm like, Mads, where's Funlack? Where's
Snoopin'?
Where's our pocket-sized friend? Snoopin'.
Snoopin'. Yeah, in the room over there. And points to the room that Funlock went into.
Would I have been coming out by now, or would I still be in there?
Yeah, I would say, like, as this all happened, you were having your moment with Dimitri, and now you're kind of reconvening outside.
So,
Yeah.
like, backing up and closing the door quickly.
All right, you're outside.
Yeah.
How are you?
You and Himeros, I swear to God. Where's Himeros?
He's doing a reading for Trixie. Hey, I have a quick question for you, real quick. Do you have a sister?
Oh, fuck you. And they're gonna
What?
walk on. With that, I don't know, would that be triggering enough?
No, honestly, you would probably be annoyed. This is what I would... Because she just said that she was in the room with Himeros, you would probably assume that Himeros, who loves to talk, was talking about you having had a sister. So in your mind, you think Himeros just sort of ran his mouth and mentioned that you had a sister.
Yeah, and completely
which is
shuts
annoying,
down,
but
runs.
annoying but typical of Himeros. You're not surprised. That would be my thought.
That's okay. And goodbye, June. Walks the other way.
She's gonna go and like find one of those cups of tea and just downs it.
No, not tea!
I was like, there's tea everywhere. She just like
Yeah. There's just
Trixie's got like ADHD. She just keeps putting tea places, just random spots. Like,
That's
love that
dangerous.
bitch.
Okay, Funlock's gonna go find Himeros.
I will say, June, when you drink the tea, within like 5 minutes, you feel like you're just going to have to pass out asleep.
No.
Just FYI.
It's...
If you drank the tea, I don't know if you were like.
no, she chugged it. I'm just trying to debate on where she would have gone. Would she have gone back in that room, or would she just curled up on the, she's gonna just get in this little chair and curl in a little fetal position. Like, just fall asleep on her knees.
Perfect. Marvas, Mads, were y'all doing anything?
He's just kind of chilling. Maybe. No, actually, he's gonna go over to like one of the chairs and try and sit down and just kind of like see if he can see his glaive from like that chair, but not go over there.
Which chair?
Like, hold on, let me scoot like this table here.
Oh, yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, you can see your glaive from there, perfect.
Okay. He's gonna try and see if he like knows the like any significance of the thing, the like symbol on it.
Sure, roll a religion for me.
Literally my worst. Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
It's just a cool little thing.
Yeah, so you're like staring at the symbol, but it's not ringing a bell, but you feel like it should. I would say at this point you're kicking yourself in the butt that you didn't read your contract. So yeah, you're staring at it, but you don't recognize anything about that.
Okay.
Why is this session so more stressful than last session?
I don't know. There's even no combat.
You're in a literal temple of peace, and you are the most not at peace.
Yeah, literally. Do you do anything else? Like, are you trying to like connect with this person again? Are you trying to like just chill and drink your tea? What else is Marvas up to?
I think like when he draws a blank on it, he's just gonna kind of try and chill. Like there's so much that just happened. He really does not want to go digging for anything right now.
Are you gonna drink your tea?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink the tea.
All right. As you go to pick up your tea and drink it, there's a hand that reaches out of it, grabs you by the snout, and pulls you what looks like into just water, and it feels like you're drowning. So that's fun.
Great. I love this.
It almost like but it feels like this time that you can't breathe like you could last time. And you do see like just the face of Ophelia, and you just hear her go, "You didn't read it, did you? That was silly." And then she's gonna be like, "Well, maybe you'll have to read it." And you feel, and then she pushes your arm, like pushes your head back out of the water. And it doesn't look like anything happened. You're not wet or anything. Everything, no one, it doesn't even look like anyone reacted to it. Like June's sleeping on this like little love seat, and Mads is kind of just chilling on this wall doing like barbarian things. But you feel an excruciating pain on the arm that you use to carry your glaive. And you look, and it looks like it's like been sketched into your skin, and it's the entire contract that you didn't read.
Lit.
Oh my gosh. And she got so flustered, she just like ruined a page.
Huh?
Oh my god. And she got so flustered that she just like ruined a page in her journal.
So.
All right.
So now you can read it if you want.
Cool.
Which
cool.
you already know. You already know what it says, but now Marvas can read it and know what it says.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else?
Happening.
Also, go ahead and roll me another religion check, and you can roll it with advantage.
Okay. I don't know if I rolled two. It might be weird.
Oh, is this your 17, the one that you just rolled?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that you shouldn't be feeling this pain in this temple, but you do.
Oh, that's right.
Cool.
Oh, good point.
Cool. Well, I don't know what I just did. Anyway. Okay.
Not the nature -1. We'll just go ahead and roll with that 17, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know that you shouldn't be feeling this pain in this temple, but you do. So you get the feeling that whatever Ophelia is or did can go beyond even what Earnya's aura of peace in this chapel can do.
Okay.
Strong bitch.
But yeah, you can still drink your tea if you want.
I'm gonna down the tea.
So you have about 5 minutes before you fall asleep. So I'll let Marvas move around wherever he wants to pass out asleep. And if you choose one of these rooms that's not open, I can open it up for you. And while you're doing that, we'll go to Mavs. What are you up to? Mads. All right.
She's doing barbarian things. Just very much like twiddling her thumbs. She didn't take my axe. And just very.
Are you standing there to keep an eye on on Anchor?
No, but now that you mention it, she's going to move a little bit closer to just kind of sit in the chair and just be grumpy.
Sure. Yeah. I would say as you're being grumpy, Balbegon comes back, and he has a few ducks, kind of like on his waistband that he's got, and he goes. He sees that June's asleep on the chair. You're brooding, and everyone else is kind of away. So he goes in his room, and I would say roughly within like 10 minutes, anyone who is awake would get like the intense smell of like cooking and like chicken, lots of butter, and it smells good. If you're awake, it smells exciting and good. And if anyone else is doing anything before dinner will be ready.
Well, Funlock definitely went to go find Himeros.
Sure. Okay, we can do that real fast before.
Are you drinking tea, Himeros? Do you have a tea?
No, Himeros is not drinking tea yet.
You don't have anything in your hand?
No.
Okay.
I'm just like, I've just gotten dressed and I was laying in bed.
Yeah, Funlock's gonna run in and then close the door. And Himeros.
Oh, hey, lovely. What you doing?
Yikes.
Fucking hell! Thank you. You have clothes on.
What's the matter? You're supposed to be not stressed here. We're supposed to be relaxed.
I'm
What?
Here, I'll let y'all roleplay.
always stressed. Dimitri is here.
And the first time you've ever seen is just this look of like negativity. Not negativity, but like Himeros is shook. And he says, no, he yells at the top of his lungs,
No,
Dimitri? What?
Shut up.
Where? And he just, where? Where? And
He doesn't look
Himeros
good.
is gonna go out and
No!
he's gonna check the 2 rooms that were locked.
Can I try to stop you? Can I try?
Yeah. Try to stop me.
You wanna do a contested strength?
I think it's I can use acrobatics or strength.
Okay.
No, okay. I can use acrobatics or athletics, and you can use athletics. So I'm gonna use acrobatics.
Okay, I get advantage
Which I
with
got
athletics. And I get a
you
plus
killed
6.
me.
I was about to say, yeah.
So
I'm gonna like put my hands out and we go, stop! Wait!
Dimitri's here. I have to go now. And you see anger in Himeros, which you don't usually ever see.
I'm gonna slap you across. What can I reach? You know what Funlock's gonna do? Funlock's gonna reach around and slap you on the
You're
butt.
tall enough to slap my face.
What's Funlock doing?
Trying to stop them from leaving.
So what? But how? What are you doing?
I think Funlock is gonna reach around and smack them as hard as they can on their butt.
Fun. Funlock, you go to hit them.
To try to get them to calm down.
Oh, okay. Is this so? What kind of hit is this? This is important.
It is like a flat hand going down, not trying to hurt them, trying to shock them. Funlock would never do this, but Funlock also understands anger, and shock is good to make him stop.
So I'm asking, is this like a friendly pat on the butt, or is this a aggressive pat?
Aggressive, on the butt? Like she wants it to hurt because she needs a shock factor.
Okay,
it's not a love tap; it's a
the second you smack Himeros, the second your hand
no.
touches him, you shoot
yeeted.
out. You shoot out of the door and then out the temple.
Well, alright.
Thank God. And then Himeros is gonna check all the room, like not even care, and just look for Dimitri.
And Balbagon runs. We'll get back to that in a second, David. Balbagon runs to the door that had swung open, and it's kind of starting to snow a little bit. So there's a little bit of snow, and it's getting later. And Funlack sort of like falls on the ground outside the temple and just be like, and Balbagon will be like, and what was that all about?
None of your business is what it was about.
Well, you know, sweetheart, it is kind of my business what goes on in this temple. If you're going to cause harm, you're going to stay outside.
You're causing harm. You're drugging all of the people in there.
No one gets drugged. They just relax.
Relaxing isn't drugging them tea so they fall asleep.
Everyone knows that in temples of Earnya, you get relaxing tea. Was it just chamomile and lavender? It's not my fault you fall asleep doing that.
It is not chamomile. You are a liar.
Yeah, roll an insight.
The drama.
Funlock's very hardcore.
I love it. We need somebody to feed.
Out of this
Well, also,
group,
I feel
yes.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that like
Insight.
Finlack is like on an island with a bunch of idiots. Like that's what they think.
Yeah. Okay, so funny laugh. You
Some laugh.
you you realize that he is being sincere, that they are not, that even though they are technically drugging people, they get the impression that you just were aware that this is how the temple goes. And they really, and you would get the idea that they are just literally just trying to help you relax. It's no malicious, no lying, no deceit.
No lying, no deceit. That's not right, though. That's not right.
Now we can try this again. If you're gonna behave yourself, then you can come inside, okay? And he'll kind of step to the side and like wave his hand, like kind of like if you're coming in.
How about this? How about you go inside, you give me my weapon, and I will sleep out here.
Of course,
I do not
Jesus.
trust you.
Well, if you know what, if that's what you insist, then by all means, who am I to deny you? And he'll go, grab your weapon, and bring it back.
Funlock's gonna post up right outside the door.
All right. He'll shut the door and he'll go back to the dinner table.
How does your miracle child get cancer?
Uh-oh. Not that. I'm not paying for no ads.
Oh, I was like, I can't hear it. I was like, what do you guys?
Oh, you can't? You can't hear the music?
Oh, I have it super low.
Oh, okay.
It's a commercial. It's like, let your miracle child. Don't let your miracle child
with
get
your
cancer.
miracle
or
cancer
something.
get cancer.
Oh my.
But like literally at the moment where nothing else is happening.
Oh.
So they ask you what's wrong, and you try to act tough, but then you can't act tough. All right, cool. So Funlack's sleeping outside like the dog she is. What is? What is? Let's go back to Himeros. Himeros was running around.
This is what Funlack gets for trying to help their friends.
Would all this commotion have like roused June at this point?
No, you're pretty passed out. I mean, you can roll a con saving, and if you get above a 15, you can like kind of wake up. You'd still be kind of tired, but you'd be awake. Where the fuck did Marvas go? Oh, to sleep. I would say Marvas, if you have like, you would probably be asleep. Anyone who's awake, which I think is Mads. Yeah, you're passed out. Mads, Trixie, and Balb obviously noticed Funlack, this little fucking albino dwarf just flying out the like through the hallway.
Is it a shocker? No.
I mean, with your previous religion rolls about the temple, everyone would probably realize that Funlack did some sort of violent something. All right, go ahead, Himeros.
Yeah, so I think the first room I would check is this one.
Sure. And then Marvas, real fast, is your door shut, I'm assuming?
No. I think he was just like so tired and so like what just happened that he just kind of stumbled in there, and he's probably like on the bed with like his butt up, like passed out.
Nice.
A full worm.
Ass out, anon, cum dump. So.
Oh my god!
We are live.
Oh, is that not allowed? Oops.
No, you can say that. You just can't say the F slur.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank goodness. So this is just a room. There's a single bed, single love seat, single desk.
Move on. I try this one, and then I'll try this one, so we can make that faster if you want.
Yeah, I was like, there's just Marvas and that one asleep, and then this one has, you know, I'm sure you run through it. It has Dimitri in it.
Yeah. And I'll just scream Dimitri, and I'll like try to wake him up.
He doesn't answer, but you can roll a medicine for me.
Okay. I don't think I'm even that good of it. Oh, never mind. I remember I took that. Oh, hell yeah.
You get that he is severely injured, that he's trying to be rested back to health. If you like kind of maneuver around, you see that his leg and one of his arms are broken as well.
Okay.
And they're kind of cast up. Like Trixie's trying to like, you would assume Trixie or Bal, probably Trixie, are trying to like rest him back to health. But he doesn't answer you either. He's like out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically be sobbing and further helping, you know, because I'm a cleric. I figure I have some medicine. Just whatever he needs. Maybe cast some healing spells on him.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to do that.
Okay.
I would say he's still out asleep, but you would probably realize that like you are definitely expediting the process of his healing for sure.
Okay, cool.
All right. And then you would smell the food. Everyone smells the food that's going that's outside. It smells like just some crispy duck. You probably get the sense that there's some potatoes. Obviously, this chamomile lavender honey tea that Trixie seems to be really fond of. And it seems like kind of like a salad made from like local greens as well. Okay, is there just going to be like non-stop? Okay. I'm like, why does this one have so many? So yeah, this is that's the vibe going on outside.
Okay, word.
I was like, yeah. So what's everyone else up to? Like, are we having dinner?
Mads is the only one sitting at the table, and she's just gonna hold her hands just like this. And just stare.
Did Himeros, are you staying in that room with Dimitri, I'm guessing then?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not eating.
So we'll expedite this. Everyone has dinner. I'm assuming Mads just sort of hangs out with Trixie and Balb, who talk before it gets really late, and Balbs and Trixie both go off to their respective beds. June, I'm assuming, just is passed out asleep in her little love seat chair. Mads, did you want to find a room to try to sleep in as well?
Yes. I'm actually... Wait, I'm gonna... So Mads is gonna be like, this is the first time I've been by myself for a very long time. I'm used to a lot of people. I'm just gonna take a room for myself, and she's going to take this room.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Well, everyone can take a long rest for me. But real fast, through the night, Funlack, who was getting some really rough sleep outside, because you were up against the door.
I would say she would be waking up and double checking anything going on outside. If anything's happening.
Yeah, no, I would say, yeah, you're, obviously you're near your outside's cold as well because it did start snowing. You are on the coastline, which is never warm as well. You're more than welcome to try to move back inside. Your weapon cannot, especially since Balb isn't there to grab it from you. If you would like to do that, otherwise you can continue to try to sleep outside.
Oh no, she does not trust. She doesn't trust this place. It's
all right, cool.
Too cozy.
So throughout the night, but you want to try to go to sleep, correct?
Yes.
So I'm sure you probably have a really hard time doing that because it's really bad outside. There's like some bushes. I'm sure maybe you tried to like kind of snuggle up in that. You do actually fall asleep though. And when that happens, when you fall asleep, you feel like you get really shitty rest. But like I said, everyone can take a long rest. And then fun, like when you wake up really tired, obviously. But you are back in your bed. You're back home in the Ruby Vein in Freyr. Your nice Dwarven room, your nice expensive McHare sheets and linens, and you see someone who looks pretty familiar to you. It's one of your old handmaidens from the Ruby Vein, and she just looks at you and she goes, "Oh, Lady Funlack, I didn't realize you were gonna be awake already. Oh, you must be so tired. Here, let me go get you some breakfast real fast." And then she'll head out the room.
Okay. Does Funlock realize this is weird, or is it like a dream sequence?
You can roll a insight for me. Or, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you definitely get the feeling that this is not 100% right.
Like it feels off.
It feels off because you're pretty positive you were just in the Chattering Isles in Oland, that there was just a war that broke out. But this does feel really real as well. But I would say even with the 21, it's still like it's hard to realize like what's what. Because you also got
she's waking up from a dream.
No, it's almost like that weird like you can't tell which one is the dream kind of thing.
Okay.
You can't tell if you're waking up from the Oland, like the temple being a dream, or if you are currently waking into a dream.
Okay. I'm used to magic. I know this shit gets weird. So she's gonna shake it off. She's gonna go to her mirror, do her normal stuff that she normally does. Get up, starts like brushing her beard, her hair.
Yeah. As you get up, and head over to your mirror area, you do notice that there is this white rabbit, kind of in your way, as you're heading over that area right here.
Okay. Like a small rabbit?
Yeah, it's just a small rabbit, small albino rabbit with red eyes.
Okay, she's gonna like, oh man, she's gonna bend down and kind of like tap on the floor.
It kind of looks at you, like twitches its ears, like twitches its head, before like hopping onto the chair and then onto your little boudoir area, where there is a mirror as well, a vanity mirror.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. Funlike will walk over to it, but is her axe or anything in this room? I'm assuming she's bringing like her nightgown stuff. Then she's gonna walk over to her bookcase and just grab a book and kind of hold it and walk over to this rabbit, like kind of ready to like hit it.
Oh my god.
Smack him with a book.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head over to the mirror where the rabbit is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you do that, you're looking into the mirror. You see your reflection holding this book like a crazy person. You see this rabbit who is on the vanity. You see like the back of its head because it's staring at you. So in the reflection, you just see the back of its head. But kind of behind your chair, you also see this little dwarven girl who is Neve, your little sister.
Okay. Neve, what are you doing in here?
What am I doing here? Go to bed? Well, I think we should just both be waking up from bed.
Yes.
Don't you think?
In your own room.
Oh, this...
Here. I've told you how to comb your sideburns. You don't... They're so mad. Come here. And she'll grab a brush off her table and start, like, kneel down and start, like, brushing her sister's hair. If Mom sees you like this, she'll be so angry.
Well, I'm not really scared. I'm not scared of Mom.
I know, but I am. It's okay.
Well, I think you're scared of Mom because you forgot who you really are. Do you need to remember who you really are?
What are you talking
And then
about?
she'll walk over to where this rabbit was. That's no longer there anymore. And she'll kind of lean on the vanity and she'll just be like, you need to see who you really are.
Do I get the feeling, like, do I get a bad feeling?
I mean, you can roll an insight check.
I don't know. I feel knowing.
I would say with your previous 21, this whole fucking thing feels like a not great feeling. It feels fucking weird. Yeah.
Why don't we go for a walk? Why don't you come away from there?
Oh, you need to figure out who you really are.
No. I do. You don't. You should leave. You should leave.
Well, I can help you, you know. And she'll walk over and grab your hand and try to lead you to the mirror.
I think all defensives has gone down, and I feel like Funlack is starting to cry a little bit. And she'll walk over to the mirror.
All right. As you get over to the mirror, you see you and Neve looking into the mirror, holding your hand, and then you feel like a little squeeze on your hand from Neve. And when you look down, she like gives you a smile and she goes, "It's okay. You need to know who you really are." And you see a reflection of yourself, but Neve's not in it anymore. And
Is Neve
you
gone?
see Neve's gone from you too, yes. And with the reflection of you, that just puts a hand up to the mirror like it's touching the mirror.
Funlack's gonna take a deep breath. I feel like there's just like silent tears coming down.
Sure.
And I feel like their vision's starting to get red. And they'll take a big sigh and put their hand
Hey,
up to the
Ben
mirror.
Stiller here. Right now, millions of refugees and
commercial
displaced
now.
families.
I know. I don't know why this one has so many. Go ahead.
But yeah, slow tears going down their face, very unkempt, kind of crazy looking, and slowly puts the hand up, not like super shaky, getting like weird tunnel vision, like not wanting to, but kind of can't stop themselves.
Wait, do you put your hand up to the mirror? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So, when you do that, you feel like the hand's already here. You put your hand up to it, and you feel it grasp you. The hand grasp you, and you feel kind of topsy-turvy. And when you look, the reflection of what grasped you is not you anymore. It is the beast. It is this white-haired, furred being with long ears, bright red eyes, like blood ruby colored eyes, and it's wearing a very similar outfit to yours at the moment, and it's smiling and just staring right at you, and it does have buck teeth, but they're almost sharpened, and there's also sharper teeth kind of behind it as well, and what grabbed you were hands, but they are clawed, very long, and you notice that when it grabbed you, you feel like you're pressing up against the mirror, and it has switched with you.
So I'm trapped in the mirror,
and it looks at you, and it just goes, "Oh, well, finally! I can just stretch these dwarven legs out now, can't I?"
Funlight starts beating. Is she like trapped?
Yes.
Fully beating.
In the mirror. The being, when you're beating on it, it looks like you now. The second you beat it, it looks like it shook the mirror and it's you. You're looking at you, but it's smiling that same creepy smile. And its eyes are more vibrant. Your eyes are already red, but its eyes just seem more vibrant for some reason now. And it just goes, "Well, can't it be my turn to have a little fun?"
No.
And it just, and then it skadoodles on out the door and just be like, "I think it really should be my turn to have some fun. Ta-ta!" And then you wake up and you don't feel very good. You feel sick, but you also feel excited, and you look like Funlack, but you are currently with an awakened beast in your head that's kind of got full control now. Not in like a bad way, but as in Funlack still feels there, but like she's taking second seat to the beast now.
Oh, it's the beast's turn, is it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you can roll a perception as well, because everyone's kind of waking up, I would assume, at this point, right? Because it's early.
Sure.
Trixie and Balber back in the dining room. They got some things ready to go. Balb would have come out, opened the door, and just said, "Well, whenever you're ready." Or, wrong accent. I got too used to. Yeah, okay. Well, whenever you're ready, you can come inside. Okay, just gotta leave, and then he'll he'll put his hand out if you want to hand your weapon over.
Oh. Are you talking to Funlock?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's okay. Just to be clear. Switcheroo has happened?
Yeah, Funlack still feels there though, but it feels like she's second seat, like passenger seat.
Okay. Oh no.
That laugh, oh my god.
I'm scared.
I don't want to be coming in, my love. No, they cannot come after me.
Balbagon will just shrug and he'll shut the door again. And then we'll go to everyone else if we're waking up as well. And then Funlack, roll me a perception check while that's happening, and then yeah, everyone else is waking up.
Fuck was in that?
I know, right?
Oh, that tea. Oh, it's just to relax you. Everyone seemed like they were just having such a rough day. We just wanted to make sure everyone got some really good rest.
Yeah, I got great rest on this armchair. I'm gonna go do some yoga or something.
No, we don't got any yoga, honey. But okay. You get the feeling that
yoga.
you get the feeling that they were excited to have this many guests, and no one's like eating or drinking or hanging out with them. So, that's something. But they have a bunch. They have a plethora of like food available for you. It's more like morning food now. Like everyone would wake up, they smell syrup and honey, with flapjacks, and then there's like a bowl of fruit as well.
Yeah, June would have gone over to try and do what she thinks is yoga, completely fail in doing anything, and then come back over and just like, I'm going to eat some breakfast. And just very solemnly eat some breakfast, and just waiting to see if Funlack or Mats show up. Either of them. Just watching like a hawk waiting for him.
Sure. Mads, Marvas, what are y'all doing?
Matt's gonna walk to the table for the first time really ever. You see like her 2 braids are undone and it's just unkempt. So as she's walking, she starts braiding her hair and just says, "Morning to you," and just keeps on braiding her hair as she sits down.
Oh, well, good morning to you, sweetheart. You know, go ahead and pull up a chair, get yourself something to eat, okay?
Will do. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, of course. And then this is green tea this time. No chamomile, no lavender, no honey, okay? But we do got some sugar over there. If you want to grab some creamer, if you want to put some of that in there, you know, to each their own, really.
June's just gonna dump them in there. As she's doing it, she's just kind of staring at Mads, like, unblinkingly a little bit, but, like, not quite at Mads, kind of, like, over her shoulder. Like, there's somebody behind you. As she's just doing this, and just...
What you staring at there?
Nothing much. You're... I don't know how to say this without being like super creepy, but I think your crew members are safe. Yeah. I'm keeping an eye.
Sure hope.
Yeah, no,
I would sure hope so.
Marvas, are you waking up, or what's your deal? The hell's your deal?
I don't know, man. Okay, so he's gonna like wake up and check if
makeup. Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
No, check if the contract is still on his arm when he wakes up.
It very much is.
Okay. He's gonna kind of read through it, and then like actually read through it this time, and then he's gonna like wrap it with like cloth or something so it's not visible.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, I would say like, I mean, the only like cloth available. I mean, there might be like a little like piece of like a table runner or something kind of at the end table. You could probably wrap it with that. If you would like.
He'll probably just, he'll take like some form of cloth and just kind of wrap it and like pull his sleeves down a little.
Sure, that works.
Like trying to hide a new tattoo from your parents.
Literally, that's exactly what I was getting the vibe for. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I literally am doing just that.
Love that you're at their house with that.
But yeah.
All right. All right.
Hey, Maz. Do you know where Marvas or Funlack? Where is everybody? These flapjacks are fucking amazing, and nobody's even here.
Well, Funlack got kicked out last night.
What?
I was just sitting here, mind my own business, and then boom.
She's gonna look at it like the knoll, like for confirmation. Like, what? Why?
What happened is your little friend there, the dwarf one with the white hair and the red eyes. You know, I told you all that if you get a little aggressive, you get kicked out. This ain't a place for aggression. This ain't a place for violence, and we mean that when we say it, which is why we keep these weapons over there. Your friend decided she wanted to keep her weapon. She wanted to be a little violent. She wanted to be a little gremlin. She wanted to laugh a little creepy this morning and sleep outside. So that's... She's fully allowed to come back in, just we gotta take a weapon from her. But she doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, she's gonna, like, get up and, like, grab, like, a fistful of bacon and, like, head towards the front door and go, Funlock, are you out here? I got some bacon.
Are you going outside?
Yeah, she's gonna open the door and kind of, like, look out, like... like look like a dog with like bacon and a little bit.
Okay. I think
stepping out a little bit.
What? You see...
Funlack, you can roll a con saving.
Well.
Because you remember that. You remember that little comment she made.
Yeah.
And then David will get to you, and then we'll go to your perception check, Funlack, in a second.
Well, okay. I think what you see is Funlack is like pacing back and forth, not looking at you. Oh God. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Do you want? Okay. Constitution saving throw.
I'm about to get mauled by a rabid rabbit.
Not.
You're not. You're irritated with June, but you get the idea that her comment wasn't malicious. So you're not pissed.
If it isn't the sweetest little June of the patch, you should run.
What?
You should run, dear. You should run.
Run where? I mean, I woke up. We probably need to get to Canton, but I don't think we don't need to run.
Oh man, I think Funlack will walk up, and I feel like her eyes are redder than normal, and like her teeth are sharp, and a little more bucktooth than normal. I don't know. Should she do an insight check or something? I don't know.
Insight for what?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
You mean Jude should do an insight check?
I was like, that would make more sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That little girl wasn't kidding about the creepy laughter.
I will say that she's like grinning like a clown, and she's like.
I thought that was the one.
Like ready. She looks like a predator ready to pounce.
June, it seems like Funlack maybe got a little like feral or something, maybe from sleeping outside. You don't know, but
yeah.
She seems a little out of it.
She's like swinging her scythe like back and forth.
Under the weather. I hope you didn't go and eat anything out here.
So kind, so sweet. Yeah. Is that 'cause you're alone? Is that 'cause you're scared?
You know what? I'll be right back. She's gonna immediately just go outside. Himeros.
So while you were having your conversation outside with Finny Fun, Trixie, with some tea, goes into the room, and I guess sees Himeros with Dimitri and just says, "Oh, yeah, that poor thing. He washed up not too long before you. It's not looking too good, unfortunately, but it's nice to see that you're trying to help expedite the healing process. I came to bring him more tea just in case he wakes up, and bring some you as well. And I brought the cards with the things from
Oh,
Balbin myself. If you
yeah,
would,
thank
if
you
still
so much.
wanted those.
Thank you so much for helping him. This is my lover. I've been looking for him. So.
Well,
And
you
then I'll
don't.
look at the cards.
Doesn't look like you had to look much further. It looks like you found him. Isn't that nice?
It is. Thank you. And then I'll look at the cards.
When you look at the cards, there's like, it looks like there's actual images on them. They're not just blank cards anymore. And it says, there's a picture of Trixie on one of the cards. And you're the only one that sees this. You get the feeling that she doesn't see this. She just sort of like got the personal things and then brought the blank cards back to you. But there's a picture of Trixie, and she's standing up against like a tree, and then on the other side of the tree is an Otso, which is the Lorelei symbol for the Otso, which is a bear with antlers on it that represents usually someone who's calm and relaxed, but kind of has a tendency to maybe be a little lazy as well. And on the other card, you see Balbagon, who is holding like a Tressum cat with wings in his hand with a glaive like on the other one. And it's usually it's a Lorelei symbol for the Tressum, which is usually like a very like gung-ho, determined, serious person, but tends to be a little territorial with things that they care about.
Yes, I see it all. After my reading, I think you guys would be a great couple.
Well, we are a great couple, dear.
I thought they weren't together.
They're not. Doesn't mean that they.
I think you should take it to the next level.
And maybe you should speak more bluntly. I don't think I'm quite following.
You should fuck him. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You guys should have sexual intercourse forever for the rest of your lives.
Are you saying she should raw that dog?
Yes. You should bounce up and down on that knoll. Do the splits. I need you to bust it down.
Oh my god.
On to him.
Yeah, on the other card it says you can suck my Dizdicks on it as well. No, so I'm assuming you're basically letting her know that she should take this in a romantic way, correct?
Yes.
She looks at you and she goes, "That does sound really nice, and it's really kind of you, and coming from a cleric of Amorma, I know it's probably the right thing to do and the right path, and there's really nothing wrong that can come from it coming from you. And maybe I'll pursue that. But
You should.
if I'm being honest, we ain't got a lot of time left. I'm old, and he's very old, so maybe you're right. Maybe we shouldn't waste any more of our time."
Exactly. Nothing brings happiness quite like love does.
Well, I think that's very true. And in your case, I'll go ahead and leave you with yours, okay?
Thank you.
And then she'll head back out the room. And June, as you're running back in, Funlack, going back to your earlier perception check of what was it, like 21, something crazy?
Something, yeah.
You happen to notice, coming from the distance, kind of over the cliff area, that there are a troop of soldiers marching, and with your perception, you see that they are soldiers from the Empire of Oland.
Shit. Okay.
But it's not a lot. It's only about, like, I would say 5. And then we can go, but you noticed that as June was running into the building, kind of like she was blocking the eyesight of it, and when she ran in, you saw directly like, oh, there's some soldiers coming.
It's time for a fight. And I think, oh, what is she gonna fucking do? Fucking.
If you want to think about it, we can go back to June, who is running in to get Himeros.
I think what she's gonna do, because she's fucking insane, is gonna take her scythe and she's gonna throw it through the door to try and get it to stick on the floor. She's not gonna yell at anybody, she's just gonna throw it. So it like goes, is the door open or closed?
Open, because June just ran through.
Yeah, so as June is running through, she's gonna throw the scythe to try and get it to just like...
Literally Mrs. June.
Yeah, literally.
Very much so. And then she's gonna post up, ready to go. That's her only warning that people are coming.
Okay, well, we'll go back to June.
Gonna like go to the room. He's not there, and she's just gonna. Matt, not Himeros. Matt. I went to go and hand some bacon to Funlight because I know she's out there out in the wilds, and I don't know if she ate something weird, but she's gone all crazy. And as I was coming back in, she kind of threw the sickle at me, and I don't know what to do about her. She said some really mean stuff.
Okay. Matt's gonna sit there and think. Just. So what do you mean? They were acting crazy. Oh, crazy,
You'll
crazy,
give her-
like
Yeah, crazy,
level
crazy.
10 or level 1?
Like a solid 8.5.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, like I went to go give her bacon and she just told me to run. And I was like, run where? And she's like, you should run. And I was like, okay, here's some bacon. And then she said mean things, and then I went back inside. I was going to get Himeros because, I mean, he knows her better than anyone, but I don't know where he's at. He's not in his room. But I don't know. I just have this bacon in my hands. I don't know what to do with it. They're just going to gingerly put it back on the plate after you just...
Funlight, can you roll me another con saving? Oh, perfect. You're back to Funlack. You feel the beast is super suppressed. You get the idea that because it wasn't taking it seriously, it stopped having fun. So you feel kind of like a deep breath, and you feel like kind of like back to it.
It's snowing outside. Is there snow on the ground?
Yes, overnight it's like pretty like covered now. And you see the five. What?
Face plants into the snow for the shock.
Sure. Yeah.
But
yeah, you know there's the 5 Olin soldiers who are approaching from the distance.
How far are they?
I would say they're like kind of like around a hill.
I will say just flavor. Would the bees be very excited to fight these people coming head on and stay?
Based on your con save,
No.
Okay. You would assume probably it is, but Funlack's desire of self-preservation was higher than its desire to fight.
Okay. Then she's gonna run, and did the scythe actually get inside these doors? Or did it get yeeted back outside because it's a weapon?
No, you could have walked in there holding your weapon at all time. They take it from people as a precaution, but you can walk in holding your own weapon. Balbagon does it all the time. But it's more a precaution, so your weapon is in there.
Okay, so she's gonna run in, pick up her scythe. Okay, there's people of Oland. Either we run, we fight. I say we run, but we Guys, they're coming.
Oh, this is, okay,
Don't you dare
okay.
take my weapon from me. We need it.
Okay, Balbagon will go and, like, kind of distribute the weapons. And Trixie's going to grab Himeros and Marvas, and let them know kind of the situation. Sweetheart, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you to come with me, please. Please just trust me on this, okay?
I'm not leaving Dimitri.
You have to know that we will keep him safe, but we can only probably do that if you leave. There's soldiers of Olin coming, and like
Well, they can't attack us in here. We're fine.
While that is true, things can get bad if they find out that you're here. And
I cannot leave Dimitri. There's no way.
And
then grab him and let's go.
She will look at you, lean in, and whisper.
Are you typing something to me?
Yeah.
Secrets.
Oh, I hate this.
Yeah, sorry, hold on.
Oh, I hate this. What is it gonna be? The drama.
I didn't want to say this out loud. I can, but
like
you would
the
be the only
idea
one that heard
secrets.
it anyways.
Oh. Fuck. Okay. How
And
does this?
She'll take you by the hand, and then she'll go to Marvas, repeat the same thing if Marvas wants to come with her.
Yeah, Marvas goes with her, grabs his weapon, and just kind of posts up inside the door, inside like the front door.
Yeah, so everyone is back here.
Fuck.
Before you leave the room, Himeros, she puts her hand on Dimitri's forehead and says a little incantation, and he turns invisible.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
And you can tell that she hides his clothes and his Asuna symbol as well. Just FYI. While y'all are all together in the room, Balbagon is, like I said, distributing the weapons. Trixie is basically explaining, okay, you have to go downstairs and just go with Balb. I'm gonna hold them off as long as I can, okay? But you have to trust me. We don't have a lot of time left, okay? They're coming. Everything will be okay. Just trust Balb, okay? And as she's explaining that, you do hear a knock on the door, and I guess Mads and June, based on where y'all are at, you can see that the soldiers kind of walked by that window, and they're the ones knocking on the door. And she's gonna just kind of put her finger up to her mouth, and then just shoo you, and Balbagon will lead y'all down to the basement.
Yeah.
If y'all follow.
Funlock is running.
Nice.
Running.
All right, so y'all make it down to this basement area, safe and sound. You can hear that there is the soldiers kind of come through, and you can hear Trixie kind of talking above you. If everyone could roll me a perception as well to see what you can hear them talking about, please.
It's the first one.
Funlock, you're freaking out too much to hear.
I get advantage on perception, so.
With hearing?
With perception's either way, isn't it?
Most of the time with perception advantage, it varies. Yours is for hearing and smell, so yes, it would apply to this. Yes.
I saw war. I saw war.
Stop it. And why does it happen at the most inopportune times too? Okay, so all right. Oh, everyone. Wait, who's missing? Okay. So everyone but Marvas, who I think is still maybe like suffering from like kind of more focused on the contract because he read it and he's probably really worried about what he signed himself up for, is what I'm going to assume. Everyone else can hear Trixie on top. The Olin soldiers immediately are looking for any runaways, hideaways, or chattering isle stowaways, which she explains that there is no one that's even come through, especially after the sea storm's calling, that they don't anticipate anyone coming through anytime because of, especially around this time of year, they're just not very busy. And you get that they're kind of buying it, but you do hear rustling like they are searching the place, which Balbagon signals everyone to come over to this well. And he starts telling people to come into the well, and he starts luring y'all down.
Funluck jumps in.
Perfect. Benny laugh.
Benny laugh.
All right. And then as y'all do go down, you notice there's this, it's just a long well, and you probably have to go down one by one. But when you make it out, there is a open well, there was actually no water at the bottom of this well, and there's a hidden crevice crack out to the coastline, which is a small kind of rundown pier with one dinghy boat. Balbagon just lets you know you need to go to the west, okay? That's the fastest way to Canton. Wichita Falls isn't far from here. We're gonna try to hold them off as long as we can, okay? But more than likely, when the Olin soldiers are determined to find something, they're gonna find it. But I wish you the best of luck. And as you hear that, you do see the Olin soldiers kind of coming down the cliffside. And when that happens, you just see Balbagon just chuck his glaive up against the cliffside, and he just runs up to it. And he's just taking on 5 of them at once. And he is completely gone. And you just see this pier.
I guess we're getting on a boat again.
I feel like maybe we should have helped him.
You helped them. You're a part of whatever is going on.
I can't believe I left Dimitri.
Does anyone run for the boat?
Funluck's in the boat.
I would say as you're running up to the pier, there is a green flame that just sparks right in front of Funluck, okay? As she's running. And it kind of pushes her back a little bit. It just came out of nowhere, and it looks like just wings that just fly open, and you see Lieutenant Scion pop up before you.
Oh no.
And he doesn't say anything, but Himeros, you would know that he usually just doesn't. And he waves his hand, and a green flamed sword just sort of materializes, and he points it right at Funluck, and then right at Himeros as well. And then he does a squint with his eyes and a slight smirk before he charges. And then next time we will roll for initiative, and you're going to have a boss battle.
Psst. Wake up.
lane, it whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sort of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
At advantage to your role, though the journey takes its toll, we shall stay hardy. Friends remain while facing foes. To the dungeons and the dragons we will roll.